everybody, and welcome back to CuddlesRUs. So today we're going to be diving into the brand new developer update that just dropped, where the team has shared their roadmap and future plans for Dune Awakening. There is a lot to unpack. There's everything from short-term fixes and quality of life changes to major long-term updates that will completely reshape the endgame. Let's go ahead and jump into it, but before I do that, if you do get something from this video, please remember to hit the like, subscribe, and bell for notifications to keep updated on our latest Dune content. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So first off, the developers addressed communication, or rather the lack of it for the most part. With parts of the team that were on summer vacation and using well-deserved time off, the customer service and the community team didn't always have access to developers for answers. Funcom has promised to improve this moving forward now that they're back in full swing of things. Now, in the meantime, they've also been busy tackling exploits, bugs, and cheaters. They've banned thousands of accounts and they've been fixing the duplication issues. Their goal is to maintain a steady cadence of patches that are both stable and fast enough to react to urgent issues that do pop up. Now, this week at Gamescom, the spotlight is going to be on Chapter 2, which is the free update, and the Lost Harvest DLC, which is the first major addition to this game. These were in development before launch, which is why they don't directly address this endgame right now, but they're still going to be bringing new content, cosmetics, and some highly requested features. Some of these quality of life highlights include the ability to rename vehicles and containers, which, I don't know about you, that is something that I desperately need. Also, more reliable ornithopter rockets, and even a hotkey to swap seats in vehicles. All of these will be testable soon on that public test client, so make sure that if you want to be part of that testing, go create an account on that public test client. It does carry over with each update, so if you want to be involved in that, go and do that now. Now, in this developer update, the team also acknowledged 4 major pain points that were really hitting a lot of players. One was the loss of items and vehicles. 2 was the players were feeling forced into PvP. 3, exploits and cheating were a big one. And number 4 was a lack of endgame content. So what's being done about it? Basically, the short-term fix is that in the near future, we can expect improvements like the improved player logs, so clear info about what's happening to your items and bases, including who's taking things from your chest. Also, there's going to be vehicle salvaging, which is a new system to recover those lost vehicles. Also, there's going to be inventory changes, which it reduced cobalt paste volumes, expanded ornithopter inventory slots, and a cargo container option for carriers. There's also instance deep desert loot, so no more wasted trips to get to empty testing stations, and offline notifications, which that will update you on your base status, possibly via email, so you don't have to log in constantly. These come alongside continued UI and UX improvements, stability updates, and ongoing war against cheaters. So now let's move into the long-term plan and the bigger picture. The team wants the Landsraad to serve as a true endgame, so right now it lacks that depth to fill the role, but going into Chapter 3 and beyond, faction progression will be tied directly to Landsraad activities. Now, here's what that means for players. You'll complete Landsraad tasks to increase faction rank. Then special missions will come from the Duke or the Baron. Activities will shift from delivery base to contract base, removing that issue of stockpiling materials. And then solo players will also have more rewarding ways to progress. Potential new activities include assassinations, treasure maps, races, construction challenges, duels, scavenger hunts, faction versus faction, maps, and even more. These will also expand to the overland map, spawning new maps, and boosting variety. And yes, the devs are open to community suggestions for Landsraad activities, so please make sure that you are dropping comments into YouTube videos, you are submitting suggestions to Funcom. They are looking for the community to help build this game, so please do that. You never know where they're looking to get their information from. Now, the last main point that I want to touch on here is about the future of the Deep Desert. Now, the Deep Desert will also evolve in this update. Over time, it's going to shift back to being a true sandbox space for spice and control. Expect no-fly zones to enforce ground combat, and there's going to be new layouts for variety and challenge. There's going to be better progression systems and a more stable technical foundation. So hopefully as this deep desert continues to improve, it will shift over time. So the deep desert that we have right now will not remain the same, which is in true Arrakis style, in all honesty. It's always changing. Now, with that being said, all of this will become the main focus for the latter half of 2025, and the devs do admit that there's still a long way to go, but they believe this game has a really strong foundation for the endgame, and they're committed to building on it. So, what do you think of these plans? Are you excited about the Landsraad overhaul, or are the short term fixes what you're more looking forward to? If you could drop your thoughts in a comment below, I would love to hear your take on things because I always like to keep that open mind about this game. So, as always, if you found this breakdown helpful, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss our future updates on Dune Awakening. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
In the first light, we saw the promise in the dunes. Dreams of spice and endless skies under twin moons. We built our homes, our guilds, our desert flame. Every step we took was whispering your name. But the wind can turn, and the storms can blind. Voices grow sharp when hope's hard to find. Yet through the noise, I still hear the call. This world's worth fighting for after all. Through the sandstorm, I'm still standing, holding fast where the spice winds blow. We've seen the rise, we felt the crashing, but the desert's heart still beats below. One day we'll ride together under suns that burn in gold and blue. Through the storm, I'll keep believing that the dream of Dune comes true. Some lost faith when the shadows felt too long. Forgot the fire that first lit our song. But I see a horizon that's not yet gone, and the sand remembers where we belong. Games can break, but they can heal again. If we plant the seeds in this desert sand, I'll wait for the bloom, I'll wait for the sign that the world we love is still yours and mine. Through the sandstorm, I'm still standing, holding fast where the spice winds blow. We've seen the rise, we felt the crashing, but the desert's heart still beats below. One day we'll ride it together under suns that burn in gold and blue. Through the storm, I'll keep believing that the dream of Dune comes true. Let the sandworms sing their thunder, let the cities rise from under. Every scar's a map to guide us home. And when the cries of doubt have faded, we'll rebuild what time has shaded. The desert will never walk alone. Through the sandstorm, I'm still standing, holding fast where the spice winds blow. Seen the rise, we felt the crashing, but the desert's heart still beats below. One day we'll ride again together under suns that burn in gold and blue. Through the storm, I'll keep believing that the dream of Dune comes true. Dune comes true.